Hello everyone, my name is Delin Grant and welcome to my presentation on Bell Mobility. Discrimination over the years at Bell Mobility between 1998 to 2018. Okay, the following slides are an example of the discrimination I had experienced over the years. I'm just giving you like a little review, okay? And please feel free to pause and read if I'm going too fast. Okay, I'm trying not to be long, but trying to make the presentation really interesting for you to stay with me and understand my journey. Okay, thank you. Place of work, Bell Mobility Inc. Location 5099 Creekbank Road, Mississauga, Ontario. Okay, employed for 20 years, wrongfully terminated in 26 days without severance pay and with a work-related injury. Okay. I had made several employment applications to other companies outside of Bell Mobility over the years, but did not receive a response because I did not have any Canadian experiences as per the information I had provided on my resume. This was one of the reasons I stayed so long at Bell Mobility, to finish school and at least gain experiences within their finance accounting department. Bell Mobility's salary rate was excellent compared to other companies. Therefore, it paid the bills while I attended school. That's the reason why I stayed so long. You know, maybe if I was a Canadian born, I know there would not have been a problem. Okay, feel free to read. Thank you. Bell Mobility. Just want to make it clear that Bell Mobility is part of the BCE group of companies. We are under Bell Canada. There are several other companies under Bell Canada. All right, so Bell Mobility was one of them. Bell Canada is unionized. Bell Mobility was not unionized. All right, so in 2009, Bell Mobility being non-unionized, right, managers were being laid off. Okay, managers were being laid off, and as we go along, a lot of things happen throughout the years. Okay, please feel free to pause and read, as I said, as we go along. Thanks. 2009, after 8 years of discrimination in a support role, 2001 to 2009, it was grade 5. Yeah, I was really discriminated against. I was finally promoted to one of the highest positions in the department, the contracts desk, grade 7. Okay. 2009, over the years, I'm just showing you this, that over the years, my employment record would show that I'm a good worker. Yeah. Okay. As you can feel free to read here, but I am more interested in what happened in 2009. So no manager, although I was promoted to the contracts desk, I did well. There was still no manager. Shaman provided good comments on my mid-year 2009 performance. Okay. Here I have obtained the BCE report from the internet regarding the period, 2008, 2009. And as you can see, although here, I'll read before I enlarge, okay? It says here, December 31st, 2009, shows an increase of 1,000 employees from the previous year, December 2008. As you can see, there's an increase, right? December 31, 2008, 50,000 employees. December, I would say 31st, yeah, okay, 51,000 employees, an increase of 1,000 employees. So it seems, right? BC acquired the source in 2009, which included 3,500 employees, okay, during the year, because the information was in the body, right, to explain the figure here. Okay, so there were also layoff of some Bell Mobility employees. So while they acquired the source, Bell Mobility employees were being laid off, and it shows here that the reduction, I would say that 2,500 employees were laid off, right? Therefore, the increase of the 1,000 here, because of 3,500 minus 2,500, there are 1,000 employees, right? That's what it shows here. So there were activities. It doesn't make mention here, but there were activities. That's why the result is like that. It seems as if we had an increase instead of a layoff, but actually we did have a decrease and an increase. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Okay. Okay, these are the notes. As you can, please feel free to read. This is the information that I enlarged for your view. Okay, it clearly stated here that the source compared with 42,800 on December 31st, 2009, which includes 3,500 employees at the source. So December 2009 included employees at the source. Okay, and it here shows that Bell confirmed that 45% of Bell employees are represented by labor unions. Okay, this includes Bell Canada and I guess some others, but not Bell Mobility. Please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. 2011. Major shake-up in 2011. Bell Mobility was on the move again. Supervisors were now being laid off, still without a manager. Everyone became concerned, so a campaign began to solicit a union to represent the employees' non-management at Bell Mobility. So Bell Canada was unionized, but Bell Mobility wasn't unionized, okay? Bell Mobility fought back. Yeah, employees, informants on behalf of Bell Mobility, employees joined the union, oh my God, union as delegates to acquire the names of all employees who signed up for the union. These names were given to Bell Mobility. I would tell you, at first, I know I was discriminated against. I'm not really big on unions, and it took me a while to really think it through. Should I, but then it was the last day of submitting, last day of joining the union that I actually decided. And the reason why I decided, I said, what if, because I'm thinking the union would be good, because since I'm being discriminated against, right, but I didn't really want to join. But then it suddenly dawned in me that I couldn't be that one person made the difference. I could have been that one person that would push them over the threshold for them to win. So I decided to join the last day. They were campaigning for months. The last day I joined, okay? What Bell Mobility did, Bell Mobility had an on-site job fair. Yes, under the underground parking lot. Yes, set up tent, right? At a job fair and hired customer service representatives who were bribed and encouraged not to join the union. We lost the union by almost about, say, 2%, okay? This is proof that there was informant, and as I said here, these informants there were informants who received favors from management in 2017 and was immediately approved by WSI. This person actually, Barb, sorry, I do like Barb. No disrespect, but just using you as reference here. Barb was laid off. She was one of them that got laid off. Eventually I would explain as I go along. But here, I was just wondering, Barb and I and Rose, we got injured on the job. And Barb immediately got approval for WSIB. right? So I said to Rose, remember Bob got through immediately when you and I had to struggle. Then years later, you are finally being approved, right? And then Rose responded, I thought she got management's blessing because she helped the union. Does this proof here? Okay. All right. She helped the union. Please feel free to pause and read. And here another informant. I was told that yes, he had lobbied against the union, right? And he got fired, but then took Bell to court and won. Okay, please feel free to pause and read. Thank you. I'm not making up stories, okay? We lost the union, okay, by 35 votes. And, here's a letter to confirm on July 21st, 2011. And it says, we'd like to thank all mobility employees who participated in the certification vote. The results are in, and 52.9% of the workers voted not to have the union in place. If they did not hire those customer service representatives, we would have acquired the union. Okay, so please feel free to pause and read if you like. All right, that's my journey throughout the over the years at Bell Mobility. Okay, 2012, major layoff of employees in 2012. But the company realized that my department could not be laid off with the others because our position could not be outsourced. We dealt with companies. My section, corporate, we deal with businesses, provincial and federal, right? So it could not go overseas, okay? Instead, we were penalized because of the union. All opportunities were denied. We were being set up to fail, all right? All opportunities were denied. We were being set up to fail. Now, all these employees that were laid off in 2012 included those who were hired for the job fair, and anyone that was affected by this layoff during that time. It was brief. I know they can confirm with me if they're reading this that I am correct. They got hired, and about say 2 or 3 months later, they got laid off. Okay. Please feel free to pause and read as we go along. Okay. Our corporate department could not be outsourced, therefore we were penalized. Our department processed contracts for companies, including the federal and provincial governments. We no longer could receive certain incentives such as tuition, gifts, and more, since we were now despised for trying to enforce the union. We were transferred. It's like, how dare you? We were transferred to another building while they deliberated on how to get rid of us. They eventually realized that they would not have created a new realized that they would have to create a new system and train others within Canada before we could be laid off or fired. Okay. This is one of the many perks that were denied, right? I attended school. I was working towards my career goal of becoming a chartered accountant, my CPA. And at first I wasn't getting tuition due to discrimination, and others were getting, but I wasn't. And then I had a supervisor who actually went in on my behalf to the manager and again was denied. It was when that supervisor became a manager and had a new team, she took me over on her team with her, right? Well, it was not a promotion, it was a lateral move, but no problem. She took me over and immediately I started getting reimbursement, okay? However, when the managers were laid off, she was one of them that got laid off, yeah. And then they were going down the line because supervisors got laid off. Now it was employees. The employees' turn, and because we solicit the union, they got upset. So all the perks for those who joined the union right? We were denied. It was, I later found that there are others, this other person I knew that attended school, also, and works for Bell Mobility, who did not join the union. She was still being reimbursed for tuition. So I realized, okay, it was those who tried to solicit the union were denied perks. Okay, we were being punished. Oh wow. Anyway, please feel free to read. I did question. Yes, let's get back to this. I did question. I did not understand then. Right? Did not understand then. So I asked the director, Arian, about it, right? So she responded, education assistance website, right? Because the website was still saying the same. So how come I wasn't getting reimbursement, right? Saying that if there's an interest in a department and you're working, if you're going to school and working towards your career goal, they will reimburse you. Okay, so I want to be in finance, so I was working towards my career goal, so I should be reimbursed. So now, what did the response? Aaron responded, in a nutshell, within John's organization, the tuition funds has been used to invest in various internal programs. In other words, they're not giving us anything because eventually we'll be fired. Either which way, we're going to be fired. They're going to get rid of us. That is the bottom line. Okay? All right. So please feel free to read if you like the rest of the letter. Thank you. I will be going to my next presentation. So please feel free. I hope you're finding this very interesting. Please feel free to, be there with me. All right. Thank you.